As I pass from dusk to dawn, I can see the shadows long.
When you go into the stress response, it's to prepare you to fight a tiger, so it takes a lot of energy. You're having to fire up your heart, your lungs, your thyroid, your adrenal glands in order to get a whole lot of energy out to your limbs to run fast or fight this tiger. Now, if you do that only very occasionally, fine, no problem. But people start doing it a lot. It's like, oh, got to get the kids from school, you know, silly things that are not dangerous or risky at all. And once you've had something like, you know, my head injury, I mean, my resting pulse was 118 beats a minute before I'd even stood up in the morning for the first year after that injury. So I was in constant major stress response from a big trauma. So I was pumping this stuff all day long, and that causes a huge amount of drain to your body. So if your body needs to get more energy to fuel that stress response, what organs and systems can it steal from? Sorry? Well, initially adrenals are amping. You're giving energy to them because you've got to get them fired up to produce more adrenaline. So eventually they're going to wear out, but they're actually being given the energy. What organs can we steal from?
The whole digestive system.
Absolutely. Who cares about digesting breakfast if you're about to be eaten by a tiger? So we can scrap that. That's why so many of my clients have IBS, they have constipation, they have gluten intolerance, celiacs, all these, you know, nausea, all these digestive issues, because there's not enough energy in their digestive system. What else can we steal from? Yep, absolutely. Who cares about detox and all that if you're about to be eaten by a tiger? So we can shut down kidneys, liver, pancreas, lymphatic system, all of that can go. So a lot of my clients have been to naturopaths and been told, you know, you have copper toxicity and this toxicity and that one. That's just because their detox organs are not working properly, so they've silted up. Now, as soon as the body calms down and energy starts flowing through those organs again, your body will naturally detox those organs. You don't need a whole lot of herb cleansers and stuff. You just need a calm body, then it will do the job for you. What other organs can we steal from?
Reproductive.
Absolutely. Who cares about growing babies if you're about to be eaten by a tiger? That would be a bad idea, wouldn't it, to waste time on something like that? So that's why people have a lot of miscarriages or they can't get pregnant at all. It's why men have low sperm counts. It's why both genders lose libido. Because you don't want to be in the middle of the best shag of your life if you're about to be eaten by a tiger. That would be very bad evolutionarily wise, wouldn't it? So you don't want any of that. So there's a lot of ways that people can save energy by depleting the reproductive system and the hormone balance. So that's why period cycles get out of alignment, and other hormones like day-night rhythms, they all get screwed up as well. So then you end up, you know, with people with a lot of insomnia, and you go, oh God, I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. You know, people assume that people with chronic fatigue syndrome sleep all the time. We spend all our time in bed, but you don't sleep very well. I called it the twilight zone. I was never awake and I was never asleep. I was just stuck in this horrible zone in between. So yeah, you can save a whole lot of energy by deregulating hormones. What else can we save energy from deregulating? Sorry? Yep, so then people can end up with a lot of rheumatic and arthritic conditions, and weak bones, get breaks and fractures more easily, brittle fingernails and hair as well, so all those sorts of regulations go. What else?
Skin.
Yes, skin is the biggest organ in your whole body. You can save a whole lot of energy by not regulating that properly. That's when people get psoriasis, acne, eczema, dandruff, all those sorts of problems. What else?
Brain.
Yeah, clever thinking. So logic, problem solving, planning. So, you know, when you're running late and you're rushing around, you're like, oh, I need my wallet, my keys, and you rush out the door and you forgot this and you've got to go back. If you were calm, you'd just go wallet, keys, phone, and you'd walk out the door. So there's heaps and heaps of ways that you can save a whole lot of energy and fire it all into the stress response, because right now this tiger is the only thing that matters. Now once people are locked into chronic illness, they end up with, oh, we forgot immune system, no one said that one. You definitely don't need to be firing energy into an immune system if the tiger's going to eat you, do you? So you can. That's why people get colds and flu when they're stressed and run down. That's why cold sores pop out when you run down. So you can do a lot of energy saving by deregulating that too. So the more that you've depleted all these organs, the more health problems you've got. And that means that you become even more stressed because you think, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Every week I've got a new symptom. And you spend all your time on Mr. Google trying to find out what might be wrong with you and trying to self-diagnose and trying to find which specialist or which practitioner can fix you, and you spend all your time in appointments and everyone's got their ideas but no one's addressing this. Have you ever been to a doctor who said, what are you doing stress about? Why would they ask that? Well, even the World Health Organization has now said that 66% of illness is caused by stress. Now that's a mainstream body who have said that. They are starting to cotton onto it, but it hasn't flowed through into practice yet. I think 66% is rather conservative, personally. But even if it was 66%, that's huge, isn't it? So we do need to be addressing this. So what I look at doing is helping people to calm the stress response. That is absolutely vital in chronic illness recovery. No matter what illness someone comes to you for, they need to be able to calm that stress response. When they do that, that immediately means the body can send energy back into other body systems and they immediately start improving. It is amazing how fast people start finding all these different areas of their body start working again. So they might come to me for chronic fatigue, but they say, oh, but my IBS and my hay fever and my celiacs and my this and my that have all gone away too. So it's fixing the whole body system, because there's no point just fixing one body part. It doesn't work. Your body's too wired up together to be able to isolate things.